Hey, how's it going? This is Chris over at 3D Palace. I am the producer, well, maker of the game, The Wiki. You're looking at the demo for it right now. Anyway, this isn't about the wiki, even though the wiki is awesome. This is about the narrative plugin by Rubens. Now, if you use the narrative plugin by Rubens, you're going to notice a few things when you're using your dialogue system, okay? Because it's done a flip-flop. It's moved straight up to a new generation. So if I right-click and play from here, okay, if you've got it set up like I have, where it's managing both your narrative and your object descriptions and things like that, you could start getting some errors. And they're very, very easy to get rid of. You just need to be a little bit patient. Okay, so let's walk up to my cat. Okay, my cat's fixed. Okay, so that means that I'm getting this lovely new dialogue. Everything's working well, except for that bit where it says desktop OEP14RM. Okay, that's not my name, believe it or not. It's a good name, though. It's the kind of name that one of Prince's children would have. Now, let's look at one that hasn't been fixed as an example. So I've got a narrative interactive event on this corner. So what's happening is I'm moving into the box, it's calling the narrative event, I'm populating it with the dialogue as I walk into it. So let's see what happens. There. So I'm not getting my cutscene. I am getting my dialogue. I'm not getting my cutscene. I'm getting a lovely picture of myself, which is kind of cool, to be honest. I like that. But I'm not getting the other bits that I need. So easy fix for this, okay, for you guys who are all sitting there in very, very confused land. First of all, I need to identify which one it is. Now, I know that this is an object dialogue, okay, so island description. I'll just quickly go over to that. Probably help if I had the right window open. There we go. So go over to that. Okay, here it is here, island description. Now, how do I possibly fix this? It's all broken. Okay, so in your class defaults, we're going to scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. And here in this configuration, you can see several things. Can be exited. That's pretty useful. Hit escape, get out of conversation. Also, auto rotate speakers, turn that off. Auto stop movement, turn that off. And because I've already made the cinematics, because I'm an old school user of this, turn off spawn dialog camera. We don't want it. Compile and save. Okay, let's see if that has made a difference to what we are doing. So if I come in here, right click, play from here. Second. Now, if I walk into here, still not getting my cinematic here. Okay, so interesting. Although it's not turning back to me now, my cinematic. So now if I go into my island description again, let's have a look at my dialogue graph. Here it is here in the distance, huge statues, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So my guess is that the sequence that goes with this or whatever is missing. Probably this one, sequence has it. So I can find my island cinematic, drag it into there, and hit compile. Now let's have a look. Play from here. Waiting very patiently. There we go. And there it is. Okay, so there's my island cinematic. See? That's it. That's all I need to do. Now, if I still want my over-the-shoulder kind of view for my player, I can still do that. So I could kind of go to this over here. Well, I think it's actually in class defaults. And I could turn back on, automatically create spawn dialog cameras. If I do that, come back out again, play from here. Doobity-doop-doo. Doobity-doop-doo. So I've got that. And then it comes back to me. See, and that's pretty good. See? Nice. So that way we're combining, okay, what we already had with this. Now, if I go over here again, okay, because we might as well do it twice. See that? I mean, it's pretty enough, but it's not what I'm looking for, okay? I mean, that's quite nice. So what I want to do instead is I need to pick up the description area, which is this bit. I think it's in here. It is. So there's my object dialog. I'll just go to it. It's here, my warehouse description. And again, just to show you how it's done, because it's always best to do it a couple of times just so you get used to the whole idea. I'll leave my cinematic camera on, but I'm going to turn off these two. Okay, so spawn dialog camera. And this means it's only going to spawn dialog camera when there's nothing else happening. And then in here, where it says, old warehouse, well, there's my warehouse cinematic. So I'll just move that there. And now if I hit compile and save, and come back into my scene, play from here. And let's have a look. So there's me in the distance. There's the long shot I wanted of me and all the lovely butterflies and things. And then there's me close up. Sky going strange, but it's good image. See? Okay, so last things last. Okay, what about that that gosh darned incorrect thing with my name? Because we don't want that, do we? Well, what we can do is we can change that. So if I go to blah 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 blah, so many words on my screen. Here we go. Right. So I'm going to go to my blueprint. Open level blueprint. And inside my level blueprint, okay, just over here, I've got a begin play that's doing a console command. So what I can do, I don't need that do once command, I can kill that, is I can add this to a sequence. And then I can have several things happen at once. So that console command, that's just when I'm running in debug mode if I want to disable all screen messages. And the next thing I want to do is get my game mode. Yeah, game mode, here we go. And from my game mode, I am going to set I've got to try and remember what it's called again. Change name. There we go. Change name. Target is game mode base. And so we're just going to change its new name to Bill. Okay, so compile to save. Now, let's see if we can get this working. Walk over here. No, not quite. Okay, well, we'll work on that. We shall work on that. Probably stored in the game mode somewhere, and I'll need to fix that. Game mode. Anyway, I'll fix that in a minute or two, but that is how we make everything else work. I hope you find that useful.